So today we'll be discussing some different parts of the ruminant stomach and just look at how the inside of those parts of the stomach look and how they're arranged in the stomach. First, I want to discuss our learning objective for this video. So without using notes or our handouts, the student will be able to correctly identify the four main parts of the ruminant animal's stomach with 100% accuracy. So as you can see on this diagram we have here, it starts out with the mouth at the front end of the cow, and then the digestion will move from the mouth to the esophagus, and then into the reticulum, and then the omasum, the abomasum, the rumen, and then make its way into the small intestine. Some will stay into the cecum, and then it will move into the large intestine. Here we have the inside of the rumen. The rumen has what's called papillae, and that just helps the food to stick to the inside of the wall to break it down more. And so those just look like little swiggly things hanging off of the inside of the rumen. And like I said, that just helps the food to digest a little bit more. Here we have the inside of the reticulum. The reticulum has a lining that looks what we like to call a honeycomb structure. And this honeycomb structure will help food to break down and digest, and has a really cool lining, as you can see here. This is the inside of the omasum. The omasum has folds, as you can see here. And it also has a little bit of that papillae, but not as much as the rumen does. So the omasum, you can remember that by it has folds. Lastly, we have the abomasum. The abomasum, you can remember that by its grooves. Its grooves actually use muscle contractions, and that's the last step in digestion, and it helps to break that food down more and get it ready for the final steps of digestion. I wanted to put this visual back up here just so you could visualize where these different parts of the stomach are. And just to review, so as we stated earlier, the digestion starts off in the reticulum and then moves to the omasum, and then the abomasum, and then the rumen. So that's important for you to remember. Now that we have gone over some of the insides of the main parts of the digestive system and what those look like, it's time for some review questions. So make sure to write these down and upload this to Google Classroom. So our first question is, what main part of the ruminant stomach has a honeycomb structure? Our second question is, what part of the ruminant stomach has multiple folds? Number 3, what part of the stomach has papillae? And number 4, what part of the ruminant stomach has multiple grooves?